I'm always excited. Every time I have to go riding, I never sleep. It's so hard to go to bed because then you're excited for the day. I always tell people it's a trap. It's a trap. Like, just don't think you're going to go riding one day. Never. Somehow you end up being attached to horses if you really like. I started riding when I was in my early 20s and I'm in my early 30s now. It's almost a decade of riding. Quite excited about that actually. When I think back, I'm like, have I really been riding for that long? Sometimes it's so surreal. Hi guys, I am checking out my Pivo. I never used it before. However, I've had it since I think the Christmas of 2022. My husband gifted it to me, but I haven't used it since. Now I am testing it to see if it's working, and by the looks of it, it's definitely working. I'm going riding tomorrow, so I want to check it out and bring you some content, so come riding with me tomorrow. And then we stop it. We are on our way to work. Well, at least he's going to work and I'm going to the stables. But this is the first time I have to record this. It's 10 minutes to 8, but then it's still misty and foggy outside. This weather is not bringing the energy down. We are still keeping it high on 100 and see what else the day brings. Otherwise, the last time it was misty like this on Saturday, it rained so bad that we couldn't do anything, just cats and dogs. But I hope today is not so cold, not so warm. So let's see. Maybe a little bit about me. I like to call myself the Ugandan Equestrian on this channel. I'm that kind of person who find the positives out of any situation. I remember in high school, like people always ask me, but do you ever get angry? Of course I do get angry, but most of the time I'm very jolly, I'm very happy, I'm full of life. And then I was looking at a few videos of me a long time ago, 7 years ago at Kakira, say when there was Nyege, and then be at polo by day, but that was always so fun. And I thought, okay, why did I bring you guys along with me today and see how it goes with the riding? Good morning, how are you? Thank you, have a good day. So I thought today I'm going riding, why don't I bring you guys along and see what it's like. Normally I go riding on a weekday these days, and that works for me because then I'm able to go to work after riding, say about 10. So on a Friday, if you're looking for me, it's not going to be possible. I will be somewhere on horseback. So come along with me. Today I want to take you through my class, and then you're able to see what the instructor says and how I ride. I like to look back on the videos because they help me normally to see how best to improve, and also I just like to look back and see the progress. It really helps. I'm always excited. Every time I have to go riding, I never sleep. It's so hard to go to bed because then you're like excited for the day, and that happens to Skylie. So I'm picking up Skylie, a friend of mine, and she's coming to ride, but the mom told me, well, Skylie doesn't sleep if she's coming. She's gonna out all her like top and pants and boots, riding boots, just so she doesn't have to be late for the ride or when I pick her up. So it's going to be exciting. I'm always excited. Before I found riding, to be honest, I didn't really know what I really loved. I tried so many sports. I was really good at badminton. I was really trying rugby. I tried football, tag. I did so many things. But when I found riding, it was a thing I knew that I found love for. And for sure, when I started, I never stopped. I always tell people, it's a trap. It's a trap. Like, just don't think you're going to go riding one day. Never. Somehow you end up being attached to horses if you really like them. And sometimes you're just afraid. And I've tried to convince everybody I know to come riding or go riding. But some people like it and some people don't like it. I really get that. So I hope you guys can like it if I take you along this journey. And let me know what you think. I was also thinking of going around the stables in a tour and show you guys around. Show you guys what horses there are in Uganda, sometimes you live in Sebwebaja and you have to drive all the way to Jinja just for a ride, the chances of you being consistent are very minimal. But I hope we can do this. I hope we can find out what you might like, what places are close to you. You just never know if you don't try. Mist has gone away. And now on the bypass, it's the quickest way to Munyonyo. I love Munyonyo because it's very close to the city. I could have meetings over there if I want to after the ride or before the ride. So it's quite prime. And then I still get back to work or still get around town and do whatever I needed to do for the day. And today being the Friday, I'm so excited. This next week, the week of elections, we are going to Kenya in Gilgil. I normally don't like cold places, but this was very beautiful. I had such a fantastic time, although very sad. But then I said I'll bring back Mark. He'll play some golf at the Gilgil golf course, and then I go to the Manyata Polo Club. So I'm quite excited. I have some old friends in Kenya that play polo or still play polo, so I have to catch up with them for the week I'll be there. Do you want me to bring them to you? Do you want to hear a bit about them? Otherwise, I'm happy to put the mic in front of them and tell them, hey, tell us what you love so much about this sport that you feel the need to let it take over your life. In a good way. In a good way. Yeah. So we're almost there. Normally the drive to the stables is an hour or 45 minutes. Depends if there's traffic. Sometimes the traffic lights are just not working. Each one for it's such a beautiful drive to the stables. Wait for you guys to see it. Otherwise, you should come. I started riding when I was in my early 20s and I'm in my early 30s now. It's almost a decade of riding. Quite excited about that actually. When I think back, I'm like, have I really been riding for that long? Sometimes it's so surreal. I can't even fathom. Normally I'm listening to a podcast on long drives. I hate to drive, so normally I want to listen to something, but I'm that person who will always find the positive out of any situation. So people always, I remember in high school, like people always ask me, but do you ever get angry? Of course I do get angry. Most of the time I'm very jolly, I'm very happy, I'm full of life. And then when it comes to horses, I'm always so elated, so excited because it's so beautiful, it's so heavenly being around horses that I soak up on their energy. Otherwise, I love kids, like you'll see, I love kids, I love sport, I work out, so I work out every 5 a.m. during the weekday, and on a Saturday we do yoga. That's if I'm in town and we're not traveling around the countryside. For example, this morning I woke up at 4:50 to get ready to go to the gym. So we have 5 a.m. workouts, and Mark came today. Today was a tire workout. I'll probably show you if you guys want to see, because we record it on time lapse and then share it on our group. But I pretty much wanted that kind of community, because before I'd have to drive all the way into the city to find workout spaces. But we had a gym at the apartments, but it was just never well maintained, if I would say so. So they don't maintain it as much. I have to pick up Skylie, so that's why I'm coming up the Munyonyo road. Otherwise I would have just gone to the stables. But yeah, I thought, okay, I started up this community of people working out in my area because we had a gym, but we were just looking for something better in life. I think we just have to use what we have to get what we don't have. What I got with the gym at home is that I can wake up in the morning, be it 5 a.m. or 9 p.m. I could still get the workout in, as opposed to driving all the way in this traffic. And anyone who knows Kampala traffic, it can be something. So I'm just grateful that I have the gym and able to work out with Mark. Yeah, so today is Friday. We had a tire workout. Thursday is always TRX, which is always good for polo because you can easily rotate and get a grip on your balance. Wednesday is Pilates. Tuesday is weights, and Monday is fitness. So yeah, that's what my routine looks like. And Saturday morning is yoga. If I had a workout in the morning, sometimes it's just nice to hang out with Mark, or just meet up with friends, or go to events like work events and stuff. But some nights it's just nice to to work out again. I was really motivated. My sister was an airman in the Air Force, and they had to train for this exam. They had to train twice a day. So I thought, oh, if you could do that, I could do that as well. So sometimes at my mom's, I'd work out in the morning and then ask my trainer to come later on in the evening. So that would always work out, and then I was at my best. But now I'm trying just to get back into the fitness routine before the babies come. Yeah, so since then I knew it was possible, and we just needed the discipline to work out on our own. Before, I'd have trainers come home, like the boxing trainer or the fitness trainer, and sometimes they just didn't come on time, and work starts pretty early. So I thought, okay, this year, no, actually we started last year in June. We started working out by ourselves at home. So it's not a year yet, but we've been consistent every week. If we don't travel, then we're very consistent, but if we are traveling, then it's a bit complicated. Otherwise, yeah, that's not the turn. Give a turn to Skylie's house. But yeah, it's quite exciting. I think I'm at my best now. I'm at my best. Of course, is there room for improvement? Always. And I can't wait to bring you to some of the things that make me truly happy, which is riding horses. I've had a few questions of people asking, where do you ride? Where is that place? How much is it? Do you breed horses? Do you sell horses? None of that. I don't do most of that. I just ride. I don't work at the stables, but it's a passion. We're picking up Skylie to go to Munyonyo. Ah! So exciting. Yeah, and she's always so excited herself, if I can say so. Might I add, she's so excited. She is always excited to ride, to come riding. So now the gentleman is opening the gate. And there's a dog. Maridota, may I cheat a Skylie? Okay. Yeah. So now I get to back up and then just pick up and go, pick up and go, pick up and go, pick up and go. Actually, my friend has a really nice spa over here. It's probably nice you guys who live in Buziga to try out if you don't want to come all the way to Kampala. She does facials, she does waxing, and it's all the very nice one. Is she coming? Yeah, didn't I? Come in. Okay, then I have to go in. Yeah, I thought she was ready, so we can just pick up and go. But I guess I have to go in and make them hurry. But otherwise, I see you guys later. Thank you for joining. That was quite a nice ride. Let's wait and see what Skylie says. I know.
I'm not going to that we really need to follow these gambos of the internet.
Don't for clicking.
Yes.
You took to gender. We are going to Kenya Monday.
Do you know things are already kuchankara?
Yes, things are going to Kuchankara.